Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Verse number 20. Waja min aksal madinati rajulun yas'a qala ya qaumit tabiul mursalin. Waja. So wow istinafiya means this wow is not connecting the previous verse, is a new topic here. New topic is starting from here. And the verb is ja yajiu, form 1, 3-letter verb. Fe'lu madin. So is huwa ja'a. On page 133 I have the table for ja'a. So you see here past tense, huwa ja'a, huma ja'a, hum ja'u, hiya ja'at, huma ja'ata, hunna jina, anta jita, antuma jituma, antum jitum, anti jiti, antuma jituma, antunna jitunna, ana jitu, nahnu jina. So that is the fe'lu madin. And fe'lu mudari huwa ja'a yajiyu, huma yajiani, hum yajiyuna, hiya tajiyu, huma tujiyani, hunna yajina, anta tajiyu, antuma tajiyani, antum tajiyuna, anti tajiina, antuma tajiyani, antunna tajina, ana ajiyu, nahnu najiyu. So ja yajiyu, that is the verb, its meaning is to come. And then came. Min, from. Min aksa jarun wa majrurun is a weak letter. You can't see the kasra here, but is there. From far flung area or something far away of the city, al Madina. So aksal madinati, mudaf alayhi, for the remote area of the city. So madinati mudaf alayhi can have al, should have kasra. So you see kasra here. And aksa mudaf cannot have al or un. So aksal madinati is combination of is the possessive phrase which is called mudaf alayhi. And min aksa is jarun wa majrurun, is on page 16, and on page 14 is mudaf alayhi. Rajulun. So you see the file of ja'a is coming down here. A man came actually. So ja'a rajulun, a man came from far away of the city. So that is why we can't say the file is he or the inside doer of the verb ja'a, because the file, when the actual file is outside, we can't use the inside file, which is the from the pronoun of the verb. So a man came from far away, from the far flung, from the remote part of the city. Yas'a. So yas'a is the verb. Sa'a yas'a, form 1, 3-letter. And fe'lun mudariun marfu'un. So when there is the fe'lun mudariun, you have to describe whether it is marfu, mansub or majzoom. And so sa'a yas'a, and the weak letter again you won't see the dhamma here, but is the marfu form, because for mansub and majzoom has to be some reason, which we don't see any reason there. And for fa'iluhu huwa. So yasa is huwa yasa. And on page 146, so you see here sa'a yasa is a complete table here. So but this is the verb form used, huwa yasa. So here file is huwa, because it's referring to the man who came from far away of the city. So in what condition he came? Actually he came in hurry or running, or I mean he rushed, he actually rushed to be there. So what he said when he came there, Kala, he said, so is Kala Yakulu, page 37. So Kala is Huwa Kala, so he said, Ya Kaumi. So Ya is Harfu Nida, is particle for calling. Wa Kaumun is actually Mudaf. So this is actually this word is actually Ya Kaumi. You see here, is actually Ya Kaumi, means my nation, and when that Ya is removed from here, little sign is left to indicate that something was omitted from here. So otherwise there is no reason to be jar here. So Ya Kaumi is wal Ya Mahzufa. So Ya is Mahzuf and is Mudaf alayhi. Kaumun is Mudaf. So it cannot be un, so is Kaumu plus Ya becomes Kaumi. Ittabi'u. So this is the verb ittaba'a. So it should be a shadda here. Ittaba'a yattabi'u, and that is form 8. So let's go to form 8. What is form 8? On page 44. So this verb is formed by prefixing letter alif to the 3 root letter. So add alif and then add ta after the first radical. So becomes iftala. Iftala yaftailu. So this is ittaba yattabi'u. Actually I have just broken it down separately so you understand. Otherwise you can just combine it by putting shadda there, because shadda means is the root letter is a double root letter used. So ittaba yattabi'u, you can do just put a shadda with single ta. So that is the verb madi, ittaba yattabi'u. Amr is ittabi. Masdar, the verbal noun is ittiba'un. Muttabi'un, muttaba'un, uttubiya. So ittaba becomes uttubiya in the passive voice, and for the madi, for the past tense, and for present tense mudari majhul, it becomes yattabi'u changes to yuttaba'u. So ittaba'u, from which noun form this is coming from? So let's go to the table for ittaba yattabi'u, page 147. So you see I'm using with the shadda here because I'm not breaking the ta here. So it's 2 tas. Ittaba huwa ittaba, and for the past tense and for the present tense yattabi'u. So huwa yattabi'u, huma yattabi'ani, hum yattabi'una, hiya tattabi'u, huma tattabi'ani, hunna yattabina, anta tattabi'u, antuma tattabi'ani, antum tattabi'una is actually tattabi'una. But we see there ittabi'u, so not tattabi'una. Why is that? So if I go back page 65, because is felu amrin, and felu amrin, there is a process to make a felu amrin, was on page 26. So is a command verb, you are commanding somebody, is a direct command verb, or felul amru lil mukhatib. So a direct command verb can only be given to the second person. So out of the 14 pronouns, the second person pronoun are 6, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. So just when we talking about the felu amrin, so we just talking about those 6 pronouns. So, and there are some 2-3 steps to make felu amrin. So you see here, this is the example. The verb is dakhala yadkhulu. So huwa yadkhulu, huma yadkhulani, hum yadkhuluna, hiya tadkhulu, huma tadkhulani, hunna yadkhulna. So I just removed that. So I'm just taking the 6 forms of the second person only, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, which is anta tadkhulu, antuma tadkhulani, antum tadkhuluna, anti tadkhulina, antuma tadkhulani, antunna tadkhulna. So then take those, and then what you should do, first step, chop the ta off, remove it. So that is the first step. Remove the sign of second person imperfect, means ta. So when you remove the ta, then you see that the next radical is starting with the jazm, sukoon. There is no haraka, so you really can't pronunciate this word. So what do you do in that case? You add hamza, and then what sound it should take? So it will take, if the second radical is fatha or dhamma, has one of these fatha or kasra, then that alif will get a kasra sign, and if it's dhamma, then will get dhamma. So in yadkhulu, so you see dakhala yadkhulu, so the middle letter hu is dhamma, so it will be, the alif will get u sound. So you see here udkhul, udkhulani, udkhuluna, udkhulina, udkhulani, udkhulna. So and then there is another step, the last letter is dropped where there is noun, except for feminine plural, and the masculine singular takes the sukoon. So in other words, so if I show you the same table, udkhul will change to udkhul in the command verb, and then remove the noun from here, noun here, and just leave this. So this is what is written in that text. It's feminine plural, and the masculine singular takes the feminine plural. You don't have to remove noun. So you see from this table it changes to udkhul, udkhula, udkhulu, udkhuli, udkhula, udkhulna. Now we have to follow the same steps for our verb, which is tatabiuna. So how tatabiuna changes to ittabiu. So let's use this verb, and on that example on page 26. So we know that this is the masculine form, antum tatabiuna. I showed you from the table. So tatabiuna, so you see ta and ta, tat, right? So first remove the ta, and then the second ta has the sukoon, so you have to add alif, just like in this case. So you see it was tadkhuluna, so in our case is tattabiuna, the second ta has the sukoon, so remove the ta, and then then you have to add alif. And which form, which sound alif is going to get? So the verb is ittaba'a yattabi'u. The second root letter is B, yattabi. So B has kasra. So when is fatha or kasra, then alif will get kasra. So it becomes so ittabi'una. So then after adding alif and removing the ta after adding alif, it will change to ittabi'una. And in the last step, you have to remove the noon also. So it will become ittabi'u. So tattabi'una will change to ittabi'u. Noon is removed, the first ta is removed, alif is added, and alif will get the sound of alif will be kasra because of this B, the middle letter has the middle letter of the verb has a kasra. So it's gonna be ittabi'u, is actually ittabi'u. Ya qawmi ittabi'u, oh my nation follow. He's commanding the nation that follow who? The messengers, mursalina. So mursalina is maf'ul bihi mansubun, and we know maf'ul has to be mansub. So how we know this is mansub? So is actually same mursalun. So the noun, actually the word is mursalun. So let's go to the table of the regular plural on page 4. So you see here, this is the table for mursalun, a messenger, one messenger, mursalun, mursalan, mursalin. So in the rafa form is going to come like this, nasab like this, jar like this, and if it's two messengers, is going to be mursalani in the rafa form, mursalaini in the nasab form, mursalaini in the jar form. And if it's 2 plus messengers, which is in our case, there are 3 messengers, so this we should use this portion, this part of the table, mursaluna, mursalina, mursalina. So mursaluna is if we have to use a noun in the rafa form, we will use mursaluna. If we have to use in the nasab form or the jar majroor form, we have to use mursalina. And because maf'ul is always mansub, so this is the word used, mursalina, and there is used with al, otherwise is mursalina, mansub, and 2 plus is plural. So this is what I have explained here. Al mursalina maf'ul bihi mansubun, jama muzakkar salam is the regular plural which comes from that sound table, ani, aini, aini, una, ina, ina. So that table, and is al mursalina is proper noun. So let's translate this. Waja and came min aksal madinati, from far flung area of the city, rajulun a man, yasa running, rushing, kala he said, ya qawmi, O my nation, ittabi'u follow, al mursalina the messengers, follow the messengers. So he's continuing from the same verb ittabi'u follow, which I just explained how from tattabi'una changes to ittabi'u. Tattabi'una is fail mudare marfu form, but we to make it amr form, failu amrin from fail mudare, follow those steps, and then tattabi'una will change to ittabi'u. Ittabi'u follow, man the one who man is used for I told you man and ma. Man is used for the living things like humans, angels and genies, and ma is used for everything else if you have to point out to somebody. Follow the one who is called ism mawsul and is maf'ul here of this verb itaba yatabi'u, yani follow who. La not harfu nafin. Yes alukum sala yasalu. Form 1, 3 letters, 3 root letters, sa'ala yasalu. So failun mudariun marfu. So this is fail mudari has 3 forms: marfu, mansub, majzoom. So this is yasalu. This is the marfu form, and the verb formation is on page 148. So you see here huwa sala, huwa yasalu. So this is the verb used, which is for huwa. So we don't need to go in that detail, so it's just here. So huwa, follow the one who asks you. La, who does not ask you. Ajran, a reward or money, and is, you see here, ajran is mansoob, so is because is maf'ul, maf'ul bihi sanin. So the first maf'ul is kum. Ask who, question. When you have to find the who, you just put a question of who or what. So don't la yas'alkum, kum is maf'ul, so the one who, that's the file, does not ask you ajran, any reward. Again this is another maf'ul, so this is maf'ul bihi awwal and this is maf'ul bihi sanin and is mansoob. Wahum, and hum is zamirun munfasilun and is mubtada on page 19, mubtada khabar. So muhtaduna is for hum, muhtaduna, actually singular is muhtadun and plural is muhtaduna. So same like I showed you here for mursalina. Mursalina, because we had to use mursalina because it was nasab, but khabar has to be rafa. So the khabar has to be rafa, so we have to use the rafa form of the plural word. So let's go to page 4 and try to read the table with the verb with the noun, so not verb with the noun muhtadun. So let's go to page 4. So let's replace mursalun with muhtadun. Muhtadun, muhtadan, muhtadin, muhtadani, muhtadaini, muhtadaini, muhtaduna, muhtadina, muhtadina. So you see here muhtaduna, because they are more than 2, they are plural, and we have to use the rafa form of the noun because this is coming as a khabar. So khabar has to be, if it's one word, has to be in the rafa form. Same for mubtada. So mubtada hum muhtadun, so they are guided. Muhtadun, they are guided. Khabar hum marfoon jama muzakkar salam, and I just showed you why this is jama muzakkar salam, because just following the same plural table is not a broken plural, is a regular plural, which is salam jama and is masculine. So let's try to translate this now. Ittabi'u, same, follow the word came, the same verb, the same word that came in the previous verse. Follow the one who, la, not, yes, alukum, ask you, ajran, any reward, a reward, and whom, and they, muhtadun, because you see when there are mubtada khabar, you have to use is or are or to make it a sentence, because when there is a mubtada khabar, it becomes jumla ismiya, which is a complete sentence. So they are rightly guided, they are guided, they are rightly guided. I mean, they are upon guidance. He's thinking that whatever they are saying, that is correct. So, and they are the messengers, they are the guided ones. So, and they are not asking for any money also. So, why you are not following them? Verse number 22. Wama liya la abudullazi fatarani wa ilayhi turjaun. So, wama, wow, harfu atfin, and ma, ismu istifham is mubtada. Ma means what? Ma comes for negation also. Ma comes as a istifham also, I mean asking for questions, and is becomes mubtada also. So, ma liya for me means what is for me or what is reason with me. So, for liya means jarun wa majrurun, harfu nafin, la means not, abudu, so is actually abada yabudu. So, abada yabudu form 1, 3 letters, abada, failun mudariun marfu is, you see here, abudu. So, is not abuda, is not abudun, so is not mansub or majzoom, is the marfu form, abudu. So, the actually is yabudu. So, is huwa yabudu, and then when you will see it goes to ana, it changes to abudu. So, let's go to that formation, that table, the conjugation of that verb on page 149. Okay, huwa abada past tense, huwa yabudu present tense, huwa yabudu, huma yabudani, hum yabuduna, hiya tabudu, huma tabudani, hunna yabudna, anta tabudu, antuma tabudani, antum tabuduna, anti tabudina, antuma tabudani, antunna tabudna, ana abudu, nahnu nabudu. So, this is abudu. Abudu means I worship. Okay, so page was verse 22. Abudu, I worship. So, what is the file here? So, the file is here is ana. That is we call I worship. So, and is ana abudu. Allazi is a masul and is means the pointer, the one who, and is coming as a maful bihi, I worship who, the one who is actually referring to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, should make it a capital, the one who, fatarani. So, fatarani is actually a verb, fail, file and maful. So, fatara, the verb is fatara yafturu. So, fatara is failu madin, he created, is actually fatara is same like khalaka. So, fatarani is equivalent to khalakani. So, fatarani failu madin wa ni zamirun muttasilun maful bihi, which is attached pronoun. So, I think let me show you the table for the pronouns, the mair, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. Those red ones, they all come as the detached pronouns, and the attached for ana, it can be sometime ya or ni. And we see here is the ni is used there, like fatarani, me. So, fatar ni zamirun muttasil maf'ul bihi, I just showed you the table is on page 150. Fatara yafturu, page 150. You see here, fatara yafturu. So this is the verb use. Huwa fatara, he created. Fatarani, created who? Me. So ni is maf'ul bihi. He is the file. Fi'l madin. So you have to explain who is the file here. Filuhu huwa. Filuhu of the verb, and its file is huwa wa ni zamirun mutasilun maf'ul bihi. He created me. Wa ilayhi, waw harfu atfin. Ilayhi is two words, ila and ha, attached pronoun. So is jarun wa majrurun. Page 16, you can go the details on page 16. Turjaun, so is actually a past tense, because if is not coming from yarjiu, if it's coming from yarjiuna or tarjiuna, is turjauna. So that means is coming from this verb, which is the passive voice. So raja yarjiu, form 1, raja'a, 3 root letters. In the past tense, the passive changes from raja'a to rujia, and yarjiu changes to yurja'u. Page 30. So you see here, rujia yurja'u, rahima yarhamu changes to passive, ruhima yurhamu. So on the same pattern. Sorry, page 67. So raja yarjiu in the passive form will change to rujia yurja'u madi mudare. So yurja'u, how that yurja'u becomes turja'una. You see here, turja'una. So how that changes to turja'una? We have to go to the table, which is on page 152. So I have actually both the tables here. For first, let me show you raja, huwa raja, huma raja, hum raja'u, hiya raja'at, huma raja'ata, hunna rajana, anta rajata, antuma rajatuma, antum rajatum, anti rajati, antuma rajatuma, antunna rajatunna, ana rajatu, nahnu rajana. So that is the past tense. And for present, huwa yarjiu, huma yarjiani. This is the active form. Yarjiu, yarjiani, yarjiuna, tarjiu, tarjiani, yarjina, tarjiu, tarjiani, tarjiuna, tarjiina, tarjiani, tarjina, arjiu, narjiu. So this is the table for the active form for raja, and this is for passive form rujia. So same is going to follow the same pattern, just raja will change from raja to rujia, and yarja'u will change to yurja'u. So huwa yurja'u, hum yurja'ani, hum yurja'una, hiya turja'u, huma turja'ani, hunna yurja'na, anta turja'u, antuma turja'ani, antum turja'una. So you see here, turja'una. So is for in the passive verb, I explained before that there is no file, so maf'ul becomes the naib file. So this antum is not the file here, is actually the maf'ul, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let me go back. And toward him you will be returned. So the naib file is antum. So you all, you actually you will be returned to him. So simple translation is and what is with me, or what is the reason with me, that la abudu, I don't worship, allazi, the one who, fatarani, created me, wa ilayhi, and to him, turja'una, you all are going to be returned. So that completes verse number 22, and verse number 23 is a bit long one, so we'll start this verse in the next session.